Okay, developers, let's go. So in this tutorial, we want to do something else. We want to, in the previous lesson, we insert some data into the database. So now we want to read all the data. We want to be able to update them. Then we want to be able to delete the record. So we are just like practicing the code theory here, which is create, read, update, and delete. So we've created in the previous lesson. So if you haven't watched the video, I would suggest you go down to the description. I'll put the link down there so you can check the video and so you can follow along. So I'm just going to open the whole file. I'll put the link to this file in the description in order for you to get the file. So this is where we added the data into our database. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create get the let's say all employees of PHP. So here we want to get all the employees that we've added so far. So let me say localhost. I name the project add data into database. So this is where we added the employee to database. So I'm just going to do something new thing. I want to do something different in order for us to like know what we're doing here. So some new thing at yandex.com. So I want to call the city Texas. Okay, so record address successfully. So let's go to localhost /phpMyAdmin. So we are using SQL tutorial for the database. So I'm going to click that. We have our employee table. Okay, so this is something new thing. So we want to get all this data from the database. Okay, so we're going to need a new PHP file, which is all employees. So don't let me copy all that. Let's just start from fresh. Let's create a basic HTML file. Let's call this employee record. So what I'm going to do now, let's first create a division for container. So we can grab that, everything inside that. So I have my H1, so all records, because we want to like get all the records. Okay, so starting from here, so the first thing I'll need now is, okay, this is the format that we want to use. Let's go with that. We want to input everything into the table. So for the table head, I'm going to have table row of th. We don't need the ID. Let's say employee name. So I'm going to copy this down 4 more times. Employee phone. We added the email too, email address, and then the city. Okay. So we have that on the body of our table. So this is where our information. This is where they're going to be. Okay. So let's say the employee name is Jendo. Like I'm putting this. So we're gonna do it the right way. Phone. Let's say this is Jendo's phone number. email address, let's say window@hotmail.com. Let's say Jane's city is let's use the just again. Okay, so let's check what we've done so far. But I'm just gonna leave a button here that will take you to getting to this place, to all the employees files, all the employees name. Pardon? Okay, so I'll copy this. I just to make it very quick. Okay, so I'll have an A tag that links to all employees, the PHP, all records. I'm going to name that all records. Then I'm going to add a class btn. Let's give that info, btn info. Okay, so you can see this is a little bit bigger than this because I had another class btn large, so it will be large. Okay, so if I click on all record, so we are here now. But I actually want my table to have border. So I'll go back to all employees. Where I added class. So let's say something like table border. And don't forget, I am using Bootstrap. Why is it not working? Okay, yeah, that's true. I've not added the Bootstrap library, so I'll come here to grab this link for the Bootstrap. If you don't know how to, if you're not here in the previous section, let's quickly show ourselves how we can get that. You can see that it's well formatted. All you need to do is go to get Bootstrap, getbootstrap.com. So I'll click this and scroll down. You have to copy all this. This is the first link I copied. While these are the last 3 links I copied. You have to copy that into your code like this. I also put the link down in the description. So this was coded, but let's add some formatting to do that. Okay, so I think this is fine like this. Okay, so we want to get all the data from our database. So I'll just come here, say PHP. So I'm going to define PHP code here. Or better still, alright, let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this and just leave the body alone. Okay, so I want to say, do I have, let's include our connection. Okay, this is how we result to the connection. This is our server name, this is the database name, and this is the username while we are using no password because we are on localhost So I define a variable in order to connect all this together. So I pass in all these parameters, which is our server name, username, password, and database. So that is all on the connection. So I've included the connection. So because if I didn't include the connection, I can't have access to the database. It's not possible. So let me just remove this from so you can see what we're doing. So from here, I want to have a query that says select all. This aesthetic simply means all. From what is the table name? We have created a table here. The table name is employee. So we want to select all from employee. Okay, so select all from employee. So we have to hold this inside. Let's use results rs SQLite underscore connect. So we have to connect this query to our database. Okay. So we have to find if we're actually selecting from database. So we have to check if we have results. If we actually have results, so we need to find. Let's use count to store that. Like how many results do we have? So let's use count to store that. So let's say counts is my SQLite underscore number of rows of this our argument. But we have used a variable to code that, which is rs. So I'm just going to put the rs here. Okay. So now we want to look if our count is greater than 0. So that means if it's greater than 0, that means we have results. So if it's greater than 0, that means there's results. So we have to fetch each result. We have to call that with a key. Let's call that row. We can call this anything, but the common convention is 0. So let's say MySQLite underscore fetch the associative array of my rs, which is our argument here. Okay, so if we have this, if I say something like echo, let's print out the ID first. So, and we have to pass in the ID. Do we use employees ID or we use just normal ID? Okay, here we use employee ID. Okay, so MySQLite connects. 930, there's a problem here. 930. Is there. What could be the issue? Let's take that back. Okay, this is where the problem is. This is supposed to be MySQLite underscore query because we're actually testing our query here. So, although you can name all this variable anything, but this is what really matters. Okay, so we output two IDs, which is 4 and 5. If we come here, we're having 4 and 5. So to make that look okay, let's say when we output one ID, we want to put a break tag so for it to like make a little sense. So can you see? So we have the IDs now, but I'm not going to output the ID. What I'm not going to do now is I can do this in two ways, but let's go for this. So at first, I'm going to close this. So I've closed this. I'm going to come back here. So don't forget we are still having our data. So I'm going to create a row, table row. So inside each row, I'm going to pass in my parameters. So this should be so I have to echo each rows inside the table. So this is what I'm saying. I have to echo each one of this. The first one is ID, but we are not going to use that. We're going to start from name. So I'll echo name, phone, email, and city. So I'll say name. Okay, you have to close this. This is a PHP tag. Why this is HTML? So we are embedding PHP tags inside HTML. So I'm going to copy that down 4 times. Okay, so we're going to have employee phone, and we're going to have employee email. Yes. Then the city. Okay, so let's get that. So here, we have closed this connection from here, so we need to reestablish that in order for the program to hear that once. Okay, so let me just make this looks good. This. Okay. So this is for the while loop, while this is for the if statement. So let's check what we have so far. Okay, so we have all our informations from the database. So if I happen to add any other one, let's create a link here that will link back to Peter align its center. So I'm going to add an anchor tag that will link back to index.php. I'll say add record. Okay, so this is it. So if I had something like build Microsoft, I say its phone number is this, while it's build at Microsoft.com. I say the city is Microsoft City. Sorry about that. I clicked this instead of this. Alright, record added successfully. So let's check our database first. Alright, we have this. So let me go to our records. So we have this. So that is how to get inputs, how to get data from your database. So the next thing we're going to talk about is how you can update each data in the database, which is edit, how you can update them.